Have you ever thought about um, how ancient texts manage to still hit so hard today? How they deliver wisdom that feels, relevant?
Yeah, that's a great question.
A lot of it seems, isn't just what they say, but the actual structure, the way they're put together.
Exactly, the form itself.
So today, we're going to dive into that. We're looking at some really old, really profound poetic forms, specifically Vaar, Pauri, Salok, and Mahala. These are all found in the Guru Granth Sahib. And our mission really is to unpack how these forms were crafted, how they convey wisdom, evoke emotion, and will guide people.
And what's so fascinating, I think, is how these structures, which might sound a bit dry or academic,
Right.
are actually these powerful vehicles for truly transformative ideas. Our sources, they give us the technical bits, sure, but they also really get into the emotional core, the spiritual heart of these pieces.
So we're exploring how they were built to sort of light the way, to become, as the sources say, divine-like.
Precisely, illuminating that path.
Okay, so let's start with the basics, the building blocks. We hear about epics, ballads, tales of, big external fights.
Grand narratives.
And our sources talk about Vaar. It's described as a heroic poetic form, kind of like a ballad, right? And it's written in these stanzas called pauris.
That's the one.
But here's where it gets really interesting. The old Panjabi Vaars, they were often about, like, kings, power, maybe wealth.
Worldly stuff, yeah.
But the Vaars in the Guru Granth Sahib, they took this huge pivot.
Oh, absolutely. A massive shift. And if you look at the bigger picture, it's really significant. These Vaars, they turn completely inward.
Inward, how so?
Well, they focus squarely on the internal battle, the struggle between virtues and vices happening inside the human mind.
Okay.
All part of that quest to become more divine-like. So forget battles on fields. This is like a spiritual ballad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They praise the divine, they praise people seeking truth, they praise the guru. And the sources mention there are 22 of these Vaars in the Guru Granth Sahib. 2 of them are just pauris, straight up. But the others, they have these accompanying salaks, which Guru Arjan Sahib added.
And those salaks, they support the main idea.
Exactly. They always keep that central message sharp and clear.
Okay, so the pauri then, that's the key stanza was in the Vaar. Described as, like, inseparable from it. Made for it.
Right. Integral to the Vaar's creation. And it's incredibly flexible as a form. You can have really long compositions using pauris.
Flexible how?
Yeah.
Like line count and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. The sources point out that other poetic forms, things like 2-line versus dohara or doha, or even 4-line versus kappa, they can actually be part of a pauri.
So no strict rule on how many lines each pauri has.
Nope. No uniformity there. Which, again, points to something really important.
Which is?
The message. The meaning is king. It overrides, strict poetic rules. The form serves the wisdom.
That makes sense.
And Guru Arjan Sahib even highlighted this. When creating the table of contents for the Guru Granth Sahib, he listed the first line of the pauri, not the salaks.
Oh, interesting. So emphasizing the pauri's importance.
Definitely underscores its prominence, yeah.
Okay, then we have salak, literally praise, you said.
Yes, salak means praise. And it holds a pretty special place in medieval literature. Often, it shows up as what's called a dohashand.
A dohashand, what's that?
It's a specific kind of meter and rhyme scheme, very common back then. Think of it like a popular style, but just like the porous.
Let me guess, meaning overrules.
You got it. Salaks prioritize the message over rigid structure. They can be just 1 line, or apparently up to 26 lines long.
26? Wow.
Yeah, though most are typically just 2 lines.
That adaptability, it really hammers home that core idea, doesn't it? The message is what matters most.
Absolutely. The forms are there to carry the wisdom, make it accessible, make it land. They're functional, not just fancy.
And finally, Mahala. This one seems more straightforward. It tells you which guru wrote it.
Sort of. It indicates the guru who uttered the composition, yes. But it's not just a name tag. The numbers used with Mahala, like Mahala Pahila, Mahala Duja, Tija, they're ordinal numbers.
Ordinal. So first, second, third.
Exactly, not just 1, 2, 3. It shows the sequence, the lineage of the gurus who contributed. It maps out the authorship within the text.
Okay, that clarifies the structure.
Yeah.
But how does knowing all this, help us feel the impact? How does it translate to, like, real insight for us listening now?
Great question. Let's make it concrete. Let's look at a specific example from the sources. It's a salak, by Guru Nanak Sahib M1.
M1, so Mahala first, Guru Nanak.
That's right. And this is short, but incredibly powerful. It really packs in everything we've been talking about, deep emotion, a transformative message.
Okay, I'm ready. What does it say?
It starts with the word balihari. Now, this word, it's huge.
Balihari, what does it mean?
It's way more than just, say, adoration. It's layered. Think surrender, submission, love, devotion, deep reverence, all wrapped up together.
Wow, that's intense.
It is. It's this profound, humbling kind of adoration for wisdom, which is personified by the guru here. It's the sort of feeling you might associate with, I don't know, a massive life event, a huge celebration.
Okay, that kind of deep peak emotion.
Exactly. But here's the kicker. Guru Nanak takes that intense, special feeling and says it happens, Sadhvar, hundreds of times a day.
Hundreds of times a day.
A day. And Sadhvar isn't just a lot. It implies completeness, like 100% devotion. And it flows effortlessly, constantly.
Imagine feeling that level of surrender all the time. Not even trying, just being in that state.
Right. It's a profound idea, which naturally leads to, okay, what does this wisdom do?
What's the result of this constant adoration?
The Salik says it transforms ordinary human beings into Defte, which means enlightened beings, beings full of the virtues of IkOankar, the one creator.
So from ordinary human to enlightened being, that's quite a leap.
It's a powerful metaphor, isn't it? It suggests the guru, the wisdom, basically smooths out our rough edges, removes shortcomings, and instills these infinite good qualities, limitless potential. It lifts people up.
To an exalted state, as the source puts it.
Exactly. And the speed at which this happens is also really striking.
Oh, how fast?
The line is karat nalagivar. It did not take any time. Instantaneous.
Wow, no delay at all.
None. It paints this picture of the guru's immense capability, sure, but also humility, love, this intimacy with the Sikh, the learner. It implies that profound wisdom, those big life lessons, they can be transmitted in a flash.
An instant transformation from ordinary to enlightened.
That's the idea conveyed. An immediate spiritual uplift.
That's amazing. And you mentioned the structure reinforcing the meaning.
Yes. This is where it gets quite elegant, poetically. Remember the word Vaar?
From Sadhvar, hundreds of times.
Right. Well, that same word, Vaar, appears again in Karat Nalagivar.
Meaning, did not take any time.
Exactly. So it's used twice, but it's a homonym. First time it means times or turns. Second time it means delay.
A clever play on words.
It really is. It adds this subtle layer of beauty, but it's also carrying these two massive ideas. The frequency of the adoration and the swiftness of the transformation.
So the language itself, the poetic structure, is doing heavy lifting for the spiritual insight.
Absolutely. It's not just decoration. It's a meticulously crafted vessel.
So, okay, we've taken this deep dive. We've looked at Vaar, Pauri, Salok, Mahala. We've seen the structures. But more than that, how they act as these powerful conduits, delivering deep wisdom, stirring up powerful emotions.
Right. From those internal battles in the Vaar all the way to that incredible transformative power of wisdom in the Salak.
It really drives home that these aren't just, the old texts. They feel like living guides for self-improvement, for connection.
And I think connecting it back, it highlights that real knowledge isn't just piling up facts, is it? It's about taking in insights that genuinely change you, deep down. That idea of constant adoration for wisdom, balihari, and the potential for really quick, profound change, that's not just history. It feels like an invitation, even now.
That's a great way to put it, an invitation. So maybe for you listening, think about this. Where in your own life could that balihari level of adoration for wisdom, that complete effortless surrender to learning, to growth, where could that lead to a swift, maybe unexpected and profound transformation?